Dakshina is an offering or any money given as a form of respect to gurus and priestly Brahmin in religious rituals. It is customary to give charity to earn merit, do good deeds, and attain salvation. In order to earn religious deeds in the society, it is common to build wells, square, fences, paths, school, social buildings, etc., and feast in the name of the deceased. For the attainment of salvation, metal donation, idol donation, land donation, temple, road constructions are found in religious places. In Nepali society, there is a tradition of donating for astrological benefits. According to the astrological planet, there is a tradition of donating clothes, metal, animal sacrifices, etc. to Brahmins. During the gods' time, Mahavali's donation caused a stir in the existence of the gods, and the gods pray to Lord Vishnu to save them from the crisis. Lord Vishnu takes the avatar of Vamana and asks Danvir Mahavali to donate 3 steps of land. Danvir Mahavali promises to fill his wishes. Vishnu takes the first step in the sky itself is covered. He put the second step on the ground. The whole ground is covered and they find out nowhere to put the third step. Mahavali pats his head and one hears the legend of Vishnu's footstep taking Mahavali under the ground and protecting the gods. In Nepali society, Mahavali is known as the symbol of charity. The practice of worshipping gods and goddesses with gifts was used by the ruler as the source of gaining power and Brahmin priest as a source of earning money. Scriptures like Shruti, Smriti, Purans, Mahabharata contributed mainly to instill such a concept in the hearts and minds of the common people. As a result, the economic and cultural gap between the receiving classes and the giving classes deepened. In ancient Hindu society, the ruler or king was the main host of the Brahmins. Their responsibility was to perform yagna for the health and prosperity of the people. Rather than theoretically, the king's autocracy depends on the Brahmins. This led to the development of social and religious thinking in common Hindus who saw Brahmins as the boon of the king, and the supremacy of Brahmins was somehow given place in the law-making of such countries. The alliance between the rulers and the Brahmins class gave the Brahmins more wealth and social prestige. In order to protect the livelihood of Brahmins, all other castes were barred from even ordinary religious rituals. The building of temples, monasteries, and the exploitation of state resources for regular rituals began. On the contrary, there was a widespread perception that the religious rituals was an opportunity to gain respect by being grateful to the Brahmin themselves for taking the alms. Violation of minor laws was prescribed as punishment, such as feeding a Brahmin or paying a fine to him or donating a cow. As a result, the Brahmanical theory of pure and impure was created. Manu Smriti or Manav Dharma Shastra or Manu Samhita is recognized as the oldest and most authoritative scripture. In Hinduism, private property was prohibited only to Sudras. Manu 10:129. Although Brahmins were prohibited from taking grain or donation from Sudras and laborers, they could take land, jewelry, houses, cows, and horses. Manu 4:229-234. Not only that, the Brahmins had privilege even over the women of the Sudras. Manu 3:13. Manusmriti, as the basis of Hindu jurisprudence, gave privilege to Brahmins in knowledge, rituals, and giving and receiving of charity, while it prohibited the Sudras from doing anything other than service to the other 3 castes. On its foundation, the concept of donating daughter, cow, land, and jewelry donation was developed for attaining dharma. According to the religious belief that moral obligation cannot be fulfilled without money, it was the main responsibility of the Hindu ruler to give charity to his subjects. To put it more clearly, only Brahmins were eligible for such alms. The glorification of charity are frequently discussed in Mahabharata, Agni, Matsya, and Varaha Purans. Ritualistic texts like Hari Smriti, Garuda Puran, Sanskar Vaskara say that the king should donate money and land to Brahmins who perform yagna and Vedic rituals. It is said that as much as one donates food to the Brahmin, one will go to Sivaloka. One who donates a milking cow, he will stay in Vishnu Loka, and one who donates a beautiful woman with ornaments, he will stay in Chandraloka. Devi Bhagavad 9:30. Similarly, in Kathopanishad 1:8, it is said that because Brahmins are like gods, the children and the children of those who do not feed Brahman enough will perish. From this, it is clearly understood that in Hindu society, donation and dakshina is not based on charity, but is purely a weapon of exploitation of common people or Sudra. Records of Lichavi period contains numerous references to King Manadev, his wife Rajyavati, and his mother giving land and donation to Buddhist Sangha, Vihars, Brahmins and monks. The examples of King Manadev donating the wealth to Brahmins after conquering Mallapuri and King Angshuvarma donating Purans to Brahmins also highlight the extent of king or state power, financial support, and transaction of Brahmin or intellectual knowledge. Those who have the knowledge of scriptures and literature, he is entitled to property, and the tradition of being advisor and guru, priest of the state, is also associated with the caste system. During the time of King Prithvinarayan Saha, Sudras were sold as slaves if they committed a crime, and Prithvinarayan Saha said that the money coming from this should not be wasted in the palace and that the jogi, sannyasi and Brahmins should be given as dakshina. Even during the epidemic of Sitala or smallpox, it was arranged that Brahmins would be given donation and feast even if there were no other rituals to be performed. In the same way, even if got impure in any way, in the end, the Brahmin can purify it only after the cow or money donation. This legal system strongly institutionalized Brahmin and Dandakchina. Even during the Rana's reign, the post of Dandakchina was created for the annual budget and management for the priests of the temples, various religious assemblies, festivals and conferences, and the tuition of the students of the Brahmin community. In Nepali society, there are different types of donation tradition from birth to death in different societies, communities, and regions. Gifts, money, and land from the untouchable works, but to educate them does not work. When offering Dandakchina or charity, one is not considered a Dalit or untouchable. There is no religion in lighting candles and giving charity. Thank you.